So, welcome to the end of our week of Learn to Meditate. I hope that you have taken away some tools and maybe some new ways of thinking about some of this that maybe you didn't have before, and maybe it was just a nice reminder. And if you haven't had a chance to listen to all the videos, I'm going to leave the group up, so you're welcome to just listen to those videos. And they're now also on my YouTube channel for future reference. If you're like, what was that one again about the Soham? You can just go back and listen if you want to. So today is our last day, and I wanted to talk about how to implement a meditation practice into your day-to-day, because I feel like that's where the most struggle comes from for most people. And then I also wanted to do a really special meditation today that you're probably going to want to journal afterwards. Just a quick heads up. Kaylee's like, oh shit. So I have a few main tips, and you can just listen to these, you can write them down, whatever works best for you. But the way that I have personally implemented a meditation practice daily is I do it the very first thing when I wake up. I brush my teeth, wash my face, light my incense, sit down, and meditate. And I'll either take it and I'll sit on the patio, if you can see where the sun's coming in, or I'll sit right here on this chair. Or chair, it's a meditation pillow, but you get what I'm saying. And I used to sit on the couch and I put 2 pillows underneath my knees, but I found that making it the first thing that I did daily didn't let me distract myself with anything else. So I wasn't able to then check my phone. I wasn't able to then start doing all these other things. Maybe I didn't clean up the dishes the night before or something. It's like, no, I wash my face, brush my teeth, meditate. Those are my 3 things. So do it first thing. Okay. Second thing, find a space that you love. And if you don't have a space you love already, create a space that you love. Kaylee, I'm wondering if you can just flash your screen down just a little bit. Kaylee's got an awesome little space. She's got a pillow. She's got like a little mat. Courtney does too, actually. Oh, you don't have to go get it. It's okay. You can have some of your favorite things. If you guys can see behind me, I have some oils. I have my salt lamp, incense. I have some crystals up there. I have a shell that my grandma gave me a really long time ago. And she since passed away, so it's really special to me, right? So I have like my things, like, you know, when like a bird collects shiny things and they're like, it's my things. Like that creates meaning for us. So when you put them all in your space, it's almost like a little altar, like the little place where you want to have sacred for yourself, where you know that those things make you feel good. And it's nice to surround yourself with feel good items while you're meditating. That's pretty much the only reason there. Okay, so sometimes I'll lay out my crystals. Sometimes I'll like smudge sage or sweetgrass, right? You don't have to do any of those things, but sometimes they feel nice. And it's fun to try them also, just to see what they do for you. Don't do it in bed. That's my next tip. Courtney's like, yep, I learned that. So here's why. When you try to meditate in bed, your body has muscle memory of sleep. When you lay down, your body's like, okay, we going. It's sleep time, right? It's time for me to recuperate and regenerate. When you're meditating, you're not trying to aim for sleep. If you're that tired that you keep falling asleep in your meditation, you probably need more sleep. But meditation serves as something completely different, and it should actually help you if you are a little bit sleep deprived. Meditation, like 5 to 10 minutes of meditation, can almost make up for a couple hours of missed sleep, right? Because you really do your deep breathing, you're getting oxygen to all your cells, you're widening that gap between thoughts, you're not as scattered, you're more focused when you come out, you're more clear, you're more creative, okay? If you want to get incense or crystals or essential oils or anything like that, like I mentioned before, try it out and just look up different crystals to see which ones resonate with you. You can also go to a shop. There's a really cute place. Well, there's a few places, but there's a really cute place in Saskatoon called Crystal Cove. It's on 8th Street, right behind 8th Street Comics. And the woman that runs that, of course I'm going to forget her name right now. Anyways, she's a sweetie, and she'd be more than happy to help you out if you want to go visit. And she has all kinds of awesome meditation paraphernalia. So go check that out if you wish. Or if you're obviously not in Saskatoon, go find your local crystal shop or incense. What else do I have for you guys? Put your sacred things in that space. Oh, try to do it for 21 days straight. Try to commit to 5 minutes every morning for 21 days straight. And if you could do 10 minutes, that's even better, obviously. But the studies that have been done have all been on people who meditate for 5 minutes every single day for 21 days straight. Decrease resting blood pressure, decrease resting heart rate, increase gray matter in prefrontal cortex, increase patience, increase, like all these things. You will change your life if you do it for 21 days. And then after you do it for 21 days, try to keep going. But it usually takes about 21 days to start to solidify a habit. So do that for yourself. Okay. Find a mantra that you love. We went over a lot of different tools this week and a lot of different ideas, a few different meditations, right? We did a different one every single day. So if one of them spoke to you specifically, maybe the 4 heart sutras, maybe like, remember we dropped them like pebbles into your heart pond? Maybe that one spoke to you, right? Maybe So Hum spoke to you. Maybe you want to sit and imagine yourself on top of a mountain and the clouds are going by and the clouds are your thoughts and you're just watching and witnessing and you want to repeat So Hum to yourself. Try to find something that's going to work for you. And the more consistent you can be with that practice, you don't have to do it forever. You don't have to be like, I only do So Hum meditation. But just if you're consistent with your practice, it's less required decision-making and thought. And you can just go, oh, this is what I do, right? I have the exact same meditation practice every single day. Every single day it ends up different. But it's the exact same practice, right? It's the exact same structure. Like I sit and I set myself my intentions. I ask myself these 4 soul questions, which I can share with you guys if you want. The 4 soul questions are, who am I? What experiences does my soul desire? I'm going to blank on the third one. What are my gifts and talents? And what am I grateful for? And I'll just sit and set my intention for my meditation, and I'll just softly ask those questions to myself. And I don't even wait for an answer. I just go into my meditation. That's my intention. When I sit down, I'm like, okay, these are the things I'm trying to figure out. Who am I? What's my soul's greatest desire to experience in this lifetime? What are my gifts and talents that I can share? And what am I grateful for? So those are the 4 soul questions I ask myself. And then I go into the heart sutras. I do them 4 times over. And then I go into my own mantra meditation. Okay, so that's kind of how mine is set up in the morning. Yours can be totally different. But just to kind of give you an idea of how I set mine up and that it can be the same thing every day, I think that there's a lot of confusion around that. And a lot of people don't really realize that you don't have to change it up every day. You don't have to listen to a different guided meditation every day. You can. But if you find one that you really love, say you find like a 5 or 10 minute abundance meditation, well, just figure out for yourself which parts that you like. Take a couple different affirmations from it, or a couple different combinations of the words, and then do it for yourself. Because like I said before, that sitting in that silence, right? I keep doing this. I don't know why. Just go with me. That sitting in that silence that's so uncomfortable at first, and you're like, I'm so squirrely and I have too many thoughts. I suck at meditating. I'm going to give up. You have to sit in that in order to get to the next level, right? And the next level is a calmer, clearer, more present moment living version of yourself. I'm proof. Okay. And then I have set a timer. I use Insight Timer. I just use their guided timer feature, and you can save your presets. So I have if I only have 10 minutes, I have a 10-minute one with silence and a bell. If I have 15 minutes and I want it to be the soft piano that they have on there, I put the 15-minute one on with soft piano, right? If I have 22 minutes, yes, put on my 22-minute one, okay? Use a journal. Oftentimes I will sit with a journal beside me, and I'll either do it in the meditation if I'm like, oh my God, this is coming up constantly for me, and I just need to get it out, like the sieve in Harry Potter. So I'll literally just open my eyes for a second, really quickly jot down whatever it was, and then put that to side, and then I'm like, okay, and then go back in. Similarly, if you get uncomfortable, if your feet fall asleep or something, you can move. You don't have to sit like this if your feet are asleep and pins and needles. you can move your feet and then just get back into it. All right. I had, when I was doing my teacher training, we did this like hour-long meditation. Well, lots of the days, but this one day we did this hour-long meditation, and my feet both fell asleep, and it was the weirdest experience. And I couldn't sit, right, because your feet are underneath your knees. So I tried to like put them out, and I was like just struggling, and I ended up sitting like this. I ended up doing like birthing pose, and it worked. It was okay. Nobody died, and I had a great meditation. And then finally, remember that some days are always going to be more squirrely than others. And some days you're going to tap in and you're going to be like, man, that was epic. I got to the gap. That was so cool. I don't know how long I was there for, because it's the gap and nobody knows, but that felt amazing. I was so tuned in and tapped in. I felt connected. And then you're going to have other days where you're like, is this working even? I don't think this is working. I have so many thoughts today. This is bullshit. Right? It's important to recognize that you have both sides of the spectrum. And just like in life, good, bad, ugly, awesome, it's all important. And you just have to keep moving forward. Okay? I guess, are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions about it? We have like a couple minutes and then we can do a meditation together. I'm trying to think if I missed anything at all. I'm not really sure. Just remember that we're always our hardest critics, right? We are always hardest on ourselves. So if you are starting your practice and you've been doing it for a year or a month or 2 days or 6 days with this group, just have self-compassion for yourself and just know that it's okay to not know everything about what you're doing, and that your experience is totally valid. So if you don't really understand still why meditation is good for you or why you kind of feel drawn to it, your feelings around it are very valid and you can use that as your guide, right? We have a lot of, anyways, I won't go into that, but I was just going to say we have a lot of funny ideas in our society about what it means to be qualified or an experience needs to be qualified. If you feel it and you know it's right for you, it's not harming anybody, go for it. All right, let's do meditation. Day 6. Crazy. All right. Find a comfortable seat, cross-legged, or feet can be straight out. Just don't cross them. I'm going to set my timer here. All right. On your own time, close your eyes, come into a comfortable seated position, roll your shoulders back. You can rest your tongue against the tip of your teeth, back of your teeth. You can have a slightly open mouth. And breathe deep through your nose, fill your belly with air, and let it out through your mouth. Again, deep through your nose, belly rise, belly fall. Again. Let yourself breathe normally. In through your nose, out through your nose. No extra force. Just letting your belly rise and fall. And your attention isn't anywhere else right now. You're just focused on in, out, In, out. And as you sit there and tap in, peaceful you, I want you to think about somebody that needs love in your life. Somebody who you maybe haven't been very compassionate to. Somebody that deserves to know that they're loved. And take a deep inhale, a deep exhale, and silently repeat after me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I want you to think of another person in your life, somebody who up until this moment you didn't even think deserved love, somebody who causes you strain, tension, maybe even hatred. And just in this moment, you know that it's better to love that person than anything else. Take a deep breath in, let it go, and silently repeat after me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And finally, I want you to direct your attention to you as a child, or preteen, or a late teen. Whenever you needed the most love and you didn't feel like you were getting it, I want you to think of that version of you and all that you know now, and all that you've gone through now and experienced. And now you get to be that person that you needed when you were younger. Take a deep breath in, let go. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I want you to sit back tall and imagine that your heart chakra can't possibly contain all the love that you have in your heart to give. And it shoots out in every direction from your heart center. Bright green light. And it creates a bubble of love around you. Aura, bright green light. And that bubble is yours. That love is yours, that you so rightfully deserve. And there's more than enough love for you to give to yourself and also to the people in your life. Imagine that light traveling as far as it needs to reach those people that you thought about just now. Don't forget about the most important person, you. If your cup has been empty for some time, I want you to pour that love right back in. Feel that glow. We're going to sit for 5 minutes together, and I'll bring you out of it when you're ready. And if you find yourself thinking, just bring yourself back to I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me. Your eyes still closed. Bring your hands together. And just slightly touch your third eye. Bring them down to your mouth. Finally, bring them back to heart center. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Namaste. When you're ready, bring yourself out of it in your own time, no rush. It's important to be gentle with yourself, especially after something like that. Welcome back. So we have a few minutes. If you guys want to, we have a few minutes to just chat. If you want to share your experience with that meditation or any of the other meditations of the week, any of your feedback is appreciated. And I'm just curious to know how you guys enjoyed it. So if you want to mute yourself and just share, you're welcome to. And if you're like, oh, I'm so zen out, then you don't have to.
Can we do another week?
Can we do another week? Aw, well, that's probably the best feedback that you could ever give. Thank you for that. I'm sorry that I messed up on Saturday too. Oh, nothing like waking up to Carly texting me, so are we still doing it? So I'll just share with you guys my intention with doing some more meditation stuff, because I really do feel called to bring it and to develop my skills with it and share that. I think it's something that we can all benefit from now that I have a little bit of a background in learning why with the science and the philosophy and who can benefit from it. So in the fall, I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm trusting that it's going to be all good. In the fall, I'm actually going to be hosting some sort of Saskatoon workshops, potentially at Club Minx. They have a really nice room there with meditation pillows. So I'll keep you guys posted about that. And then I'm also looking to take what we did this week and expand it and create some kind of an online course workshop that people can access all the time. So you can always go back to the ones that you feel you need. So anyways, that's where I'm at with it. And yeah, probably we could do another week, like later in the summer, maybe, or in the fall, do another one. Because by the sounds of it and the grins on your faces, it was helpful. Everybody's like, So, but honestly, any feedback that you guys have, I might just put up a couple questions maybe in the group if you want to just like copy and paste those into Messenger and answer them for me. If you'd be okay doing that, I would be very grateful, because it helps me, right? And this is very new to me too, delivering this. Usually I just do my own practice. So yeah, so learning about how it was for you and things to like pivot and alter would be helpful for me. So yeah, I'm headed to BC in like 20 minutes. So I'm going to go make some coffee. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining me for a week. Thank you for obliging me as I practice guiding. And I love you all individually and together. Thank you for being so amazing. You guys rock. And also, I'm on the mend. Yeah. Okay, chat with you guys very soon. Bye.